Boop, boop, boop. Hello, everybody. Stream's up. Streaming a little late today because I was just like, I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to stream tonight, but then everyone was just like, hey, are you streaming? So I was like, I can start it up. Okay. But yeah. Okay, I'm streaming now, Ophi.
We're too late now. You've missed so much of it already.
That's what she said.
Ah.
I don't know that I really say anything in this next pod either.
I mean, I'm sure I've picked it up on other fights. So yeah, we're half hour into the raid right now. Right now we're just kind of blowing up normal. Because as you saw on Wednesday,
So if you could join the other one, that'd be great.
we were having some trouble with Zool. So we're coming here on normal to kind of kill Zool and practice some Zool things before we just beat our heads on Heroic again. So
Thank you.
we got just a couple weeks left to clear Uldir. I'm hoping that we are able to do that. So that is the master plan. And this is the action of the plan so that we're not stuck in Zool any longer.
Just a moment for me to set up groups.
Does Dark get to be on my side?
Yeah.
Me and Kim.
Fuck off, Myro.
Hey Kim, I got a bit of a late Christmas gift for you.
Wait. I should probably not get excited.
It's a Myro you can beat up.
Congrats, Cam.
Yay! I can't use them. Do you want them?
I would love them.
Oh, only I can do it? Oh, that's too bad. Well, it died in fire.
Thank you.
I actually hadn't tried that toy yet. I thought it would give you like a trading dummy that looks like a person.
What toy was that?
All right. Group 2 is condom. Group 3 is Diamond. Group 4 is Thumb.
No, I have to be with Ophi. I don't want him to touch me.
Get over here. You touch me wherever I want to touch me.
Whoa.
That got aggressive.
Very.
That escalated quickly.
So weird.
You're kind
Stand next to me. I will take it back to my group. Come back to me, Ono.
Back to your group.
There's 2 on group 2. There's 2 on group.
Yep. Can we go to Diamond? Please.
Only if your thing went away.
They're both on the OP.
In normal, we can heal for it, but this would have been bad.
Yeah, sometimes you guys have no idea how badly this, and I want to force some of the add-ons that her and I use that track rage range and such.
We need lots of heals on OP.
Well, I don't have it anymore.
But they're both
Or
on
whoever has it now.
I got Jack.
Gilead. Small. DPS harder! More dots! More dots!
I can't get any harder.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
If that team had made it past us, it would have infected all life.
Any plate wearer want this chest guard?
I think it's probably just you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be scrapper.
Both my bonus rolls give me nothing but fucking 8. Does anybody have a transmitter?
Yeah, I do.
I do.
Thank you. Couldn't see my butt with that.
Cindy's offering up a pet.
Jeez Louise!
These rolls to my...
Hot scent went to raffle, but it's on spec, so we'll have to later.
Gotta run that away.
Entering the data vault. This is a comprehensive collection of Titan knowledge. These disks currently contain 50 megabytes of biological data on no
I gave you a flask, right, Beefy?
Yep, I used it.
Just
And
double
thank
checking.
you.
I couldn't remember. The amount of porn it has on its hard drive?
Yeah, that's not fair.
Die, heroes, die, die, die.
Oh, I'm MC. I'm so glad it's wasting all my cooldowns.
Right? At least it's not a boss fight.
Yeah.
At least you didn't get MC'd like Myro there, man.
Did he get MC'd in that? They're so real.
On Wednesday. May have accidentally killed.
I don't believe that it was an accident.
Yeah, Darth killed me.
I just figured Myro was a traitor, so, you know.
It was self.
My rule is if Red is dead.
It was self-defense. The judge also heard your jokes.
Yay, Matt has net back.
He came at me at a funny angle.
That's what she said.
Sorry, I had to like fight with the internet company.
How's the internet company?
Well, one of us got what we wanted.
That seems fair.
You make it cry.
Yeah. Well, I went and talked to my neighbor, and I'm like, hey, you know, we have the same internet, so is yours on there? Like, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is mine not on? So I call, and they're like, is it turned on? Have you paid your bill? And I was like, look, motherfucker, I'm gonna tell you this one more time. And it just escalated. So my internet's back on, and I have a free month.
I love you.
I mean, I used to work internet support. There's a lot of times I just wanted to answer the phone if you tried turning it off and on again.
Yeah, well, see, like, yeah, I mean, like, I was nice at first. I wasn't, like, coming off, like, full-on hard asshole, whatever, but I was like, hey, you know, my neighbors have internet, the power went out, but mine's still not working. I was like, I've checked the breakers, I've reset the routers, the lights are coming on, but nothing's connecting.
Don't pull. Let's summon Matt real fast.
Sorry. And the guy's just like, turn it off and back on. I'm like, we've been through this, but I'll do it again. So we did, and he's like, I don't know why nothing's connecting to your network. Well, I don't either.
So
then
fix it.
Connect me with someone who can tell me why it's not working.
Right.
Yeah, see, the difference there is one of us actually works for the cable company, and I think that they shouldn't.
Yeah. Quick side story before we get all super involved, if you don't mind, is I got threatened at work the other day at gunpoint, and
holy shit.
I stayed super chill through the whole thing, and then the guy's like, I'll be back, because I called the police. And I was like, no, you won't. So I called, you know, worked for Verizon. So I called, like, the main manager over our region, and I was like, hey, this is a, you know, a customer that did this, that, and the other. And I was like, I don't want him to have service anymore. And she's like, all right, we're going to disconnect his account.
Awesome.
I think if you feel any better, at my store today, some dude tried to rob us, like, with a
With a what?
A machete. He got tased like 6.
Don't tase me, bro.
Don't pull a machete on me, bitch.
Bring some fog.
Don't steal from Target? I mean, I don't know. That's
I mean, not everybody steals from Target. What the hell? Some people
Rings,
don't.
guys.
Like, who carries around a fucking machete?
Somebody wanting to steal from Target.
Somebody visited
Well,
the
it didn't
sporting
work.
section.
So I want to be like, what did you learn, bitch?
The
Bring
sporting
him
goods
back.
aisle, maybe?
He was in the fucking meat aisle, like trying to steal
Well, there you
it.
go. He brought it to cut up some meat.
Fucking crazy motherfucker.
Ads.
See, my dude wasn't trying to steal anything. He was pissed off because he bought something at another store and I wouldn't return it because it's not our inventory. Like, Verizon set up with like authorized retailers and then corporate, and he bought it through a corporate store, and we're a retailer. I'm like, that's not our product, we can't take it. Like, we don't even sell those. Then he got pissed off and pulled a gun.
Why don't you come work at the Verizon, like, right next to my house, dude? Nothing
pull
like...
guns?
No. It's a brand new store.
And you know what we learned from this?
Don't piss off Maddie at work.
Rings and thoughts.
That and Americans can't be trusted with guns.
Or machetes. Or machetes.
Or butter knives, evidently.
I'm not allowed to have sharp objects. Matt knows it.
I-beam incoming.
And yet you're
Matt?
still allowed to have such cutting remarks about Myra.
Fuck you,
What
Myra.
are you doing that is coming through your mic?
Oh, it's my game sound. Sorry, I'll mute myself. I hadn't picked up my hand yet because we pulled as soon as I zoned in.
That's what she said. My hand was busy.
I heard him say pulled his ham, and my mind went somewhere else.
Stage 2.
Who doesn't pull their ham? I mean, really?
I don't know.
2019. Everybody pulls their ham.
I bought a ham today. I will totally
You-
throw it at you.
Did you pull it?
I pulled it off the shelf and I will throw it at you.
Giggity.
Yak's over there, but my ham.
Man. It still tastes okay.
But if you catch it, it won't get contaminated by floor or something. So you can still put the meat in your mouth.
Damn. Alright, I'm all about that.
If it fits, you know.
Right. I mean, yeah. You're just gonna, like, choke on it.
I'm gonna keep all comments to myself.
Don't worry, you're not the only one.
You guys are no fun.
My only thing is, like, if it fits, you can make anything fit.
Oh no, I don't want to try.
Rings.
That's how you get teeth, man.
I mean, she's not. Oh no!
I have a really funny story, but I can't tell it to you guys because it's kind of perverted.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Then you should tell it to
Right?
us.
Wait, kind of perverted and can't tell us? That doesn't seem right.
That just seems wrong.
We're gonna say I have this friend who was doing
boy.
something and got some teeth, but instead of reacting poorly or being like, what the fuck, just reached down and clamped their nose shut so they couldn't breathe.
Oh. Careful.
Legit.
Should've just got rid of that.
I can tell Ovi's here.
How?
I'm going to throw up a shield on somebody. It was like, that target's already affected by weakened soul.
Yeah, Ovi has that effect on people.
So Erosi, and then carrots, then yak. There's something wrong with this.
Oh god, I got dropped in the middle of the group.
How is Yak in the top 3?
Cause I'm fuck terrible.
Ads incoming.
He stole your mage's spot.
33%.
Seriously.
That's fine. I mean, I can go swap.
Well, everybody's going to be swapping in a minute, so. Well, everybody that's not on the main.
Oh, I forgot to mute.
Yeah, it's. Forget it. Phase 3.
Finish the ads, though.
We got a big old boy in the back.
Yep, it got dropped in the wrong place.
When he dies, I'm gonna get bubbled, so I got it.
Carrots are next. Okay, Yak's next. Everybody kill Matt.
Ah, I didn't even know I took an orb.
That's what she said. Is that a Myro side?
It was.
Hey Myro.
Burner Rosie. We don't have to kill him. This isn't heroic.
But shouldn't we be practicing as if it was heroic? Kill one.
Only if it was Myro. Burn Yak.
I'm feared I can't. He's in the back, guys. Feared again.
Oh boy.
Because people aren't running where they should be when they're mind controlled. Beat up Dark. Who killed Carrots? Yay, Kim!
It's not really that much of an upgrade.
But an upgrade's an upgrade.
Clothris.
But Kim, you got a girdle. Isn't that what Myro needs?
I mean, I wouldn't know. We're all, or most of us are swapping, yes.
Yes, after loot is traded, if it's going to be. Everybody on an alt, please swap back to a main. Beefy, if you do not need that mace, I will gladly steal it. Okie dokie. No problem.
Hey, Jad.
Yes, sir.
Looking at the reason I died, when it tried to misdirect you, apparently you were just at the base of the stairs, so it said target was not in range. So when I totally opened up on that ad, yeah, you had no chance of taking the threat off that one.
Oops.
If there's a chance on grabbing a summon, it'd help. Not in.
Darth, we actually do need you to stay.
This is McKenna.
For
Okay.
the
Are you in the middle of a
Death
boss thing?
Oh, we just killed the boss.
Guys,
Oh,
I can be
nice.
the button pusher.
So.
He plays World of Warcraft. He's a
I know like minimal terms.
And we'll actually have Int and Battle Shout.
But one person watching.
Just me.
That's all something.
I love that.
He supports himself.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
Well, I keep the dashboard open just in case somebody hops in and chats.
Yeah.
Then I can chat.
Yeah.
But there's nobody
Minimal
chatting.
like a.
Yeah.
You're already playing. Might as
Yeah, might as well. Doesn't hurt.
So we
It's not
just.
like it slows down
Oh
the
wait,
computer
found
or
some
anything.
scab portal gremlins.
I think we're
They
probably
don't have
gonna be
teeth,
doing
so
a
don't
break
care.
soon. So
Noise.
yeah,
That's noise.
we just killed the boss. So now we're gonna keep working on this boss that
Is it
we've
the
been.
one
Why
that
would
you're
you ask
messing
that?
with the other day?
As I casually hide.
No, we
fires.
killed the rest of the raid on a lower difficulty, so we can come to this boss and fight him on the lower difficulty.
Oh, I didn't know
to
you could change that.
Well, there's 3 difficulties, but we do normal and heroic.
Uh-huh.
So we're fighting him on normal now, so we can get practice,
Uh-huh.
so that he doesn't kick our ass on heroic.
Right.
again.
Teleported across the instance.
Uh-huh.
Woohoo!
It's kind of demoralizing when you just beat your face against the boss and don't kill it. So we're gonna go beat him up. We're basically gonna go beat up his little brother for satisfaction, and then go kill him.
Why are you like this?
Yeah, she might have been
Why
on
not?
this whole time, but I didn't have her on my.
It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Let me go fill my drink up.
Which drink is it?
It's just watermelon juice.
Watermelon juice? Nothing else in it? That's it? No alcohol? I mean, it's hard.
Apparently we pulled something. I have absolutely no idea. It just came up and like hit me.
That was my fault. I'm sorry I brought friends. I didn't realize he was still behind me. I thought surely he would have left a long time ago.
She would like to touch everyone there.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember, in an instance, if it's not a boss, it doesn't leave.
I'm sorry, say it again, Chandra.
Alright, folks.
I was just saying,
I am back.
if it's in an instance, they will, and they're not bosses, they don't leash, so they don't run away.
Ah, okay.
They'll keep following you to the ends of the earth.
Well, that one certainly did. I'm here already. Just running around the outside.
I was saving you the run.
Yeah.
Apparently Darth didn't take the summon either.
I didn't get any.
Well, that's just rude.
Wait, it's not Eddie, is it?
No, it's not.
That is another friend of Darth's.
I haven't seen Eddie log on in like a month.
Wait,
That
wait,
bitch.
wait, wait. Darth has more than one friend? Who said this is allowed?
How dare you, Darth? You're supposed to ask her for me.
Pikachu actually wants to come join us.
It depends on if I'm even good anymore.
Yeah, you have a sucky computer.
It's okay if you're evil instead.
Clear
You
the
don't
channel.
have to be good.
I couldn't heal you, Dad. I don't know where you went.
There's a weird
She was-
line of sight thing.
Down the stairs and you were up the stairs. All west.
I had a weird lag spike here.
Where's the rose?
I believe he went AFK. While people were swapping.
I was gonna say it too.
And just always remember, if you're a hunter and you're not misdirecting, you might as well be a mage.
Hey man. Hey. Watch it. Oh. Did I tell you guys I got called the worst Moira ever?
The worst what?
Maddie knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think it's an Overwatch thing.
So, fucking competitive, man. This bitch, like, picks Ana automatically after me and Ian already picked 2 healers. And goes, I'm not changing, I main Ana. And I'm like, great, so 3 healer comp. The entire time he healed one person, continually died, left me to heal everyone else, and then proceeded to tell me I was the worst. And I'm like, okay, bro. Report it.
I got play of the game in my competitive match earlier.
That was just a placement match, and I was like, are you kidding me right now? This is stupid. Get out.
I was McCree. I was kind of surprised at myself.
I like when I get plays of the game. I'm like, yeah, man.
Turn off your game sounds, Matt.
I did.
Maybe
Then stop cueing your mic.
Turn down your porn sounds, Matt.
We don't want to all hear porn.
You guys, that's not Matt's horn.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's mine.
If it doesn't sound like da 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 da, it's not Matt's horn.
Send people links. It's happened. Send them links.
Oh,
Wait, Matt, you're also into ball gigs, brownie mix, and clown porn?
Oh, dear lord.
I think it involves midgets, Beefy.
Yeah, Beefy, I'd be careful.
Yeah, don't ask Yak to send you links.
Yeah,
I got curious about Amish
don't
porn
let
one
Yak
time.
stuff you do.
Oh no,
send
he
you
sent
stuff.
me that
It
link.
will scar
too,
you for
Maddie.
life.
He sent me that link too.
Wait, there's Amish porn?
Yes. Send
Yep.
Yak your email. You'll get it.
Yep, we'll get it. I like how he's like, wait a minute. Types furiously. Here's my email, bro. Send me that shit.
I love
Oh
you,
my God,
Rosie. That was awesome.
Hi, Jebediah. That's a real filth, Jebediah. Oh, what's that, Ezekiel? That's a field I'd like to plow.
Cindy's mic isn't working, but I believe she can hear us.
Oh my god.
Now, the real question then is, in the Amish porn, are they actually Amish? Because it means they're even more afraid because they're losing their soul at the same time.
Wait, are they not allowed to have? I mean,
They believe taking your picture takes their soul, kind of thing.
oh, well, that's
So filming would also be stealing it, I would guess.
That explains so much about myself.
I mean, some people are into that.
We have some of the weirdest conversations.
I know.
Well, you love us.
And we have a new prospective member. We're probably scaring her away.
We're like, oh.
Trial by fire.
Yeah, or she's like, hey, I need to be a part of this.
She is friends with
Guild
Darth.
pillow talk. I love it. Yeah, great way to go.
Hey, the guild that pillow talks together stays together.
So that's why Ophi's creeping outside my window most nights?
No, that's totally unrelated. You should probably call somebody.
Yeah, Ophi slept on my couch, and I was like, I don't know if I should lock my door, or if I'll be okay. I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm a light sleeper, and I didn't hear anything, but doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Hey, I was gonna say, if you lock your door, are you gonna get back into your room?
I'm a sleepwalker, so I couldn't even tell you if it happened.
Oh my! Escalated.
Oh, Ophi, if you were with me, you'd remember it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's nothing like disappointment.
Right.
Ow! Ow!
Oh.
My face hurts from laughing so much.
Better than being angry.
So I'm gonna say everybody get out of the middle now because the boss actually came down with some still up last time, so...
Yeah, it was the matrons were still up.
And once this trash is finished, we will take our break. And then we will explain how we want this done on Heroic. So that we can down it on Heroic.
Oh god!
I was feared.
That was Yak.
According to my ad on Yak Pull, but Carrots was feared. So...
So was Carnage.
Yeah, I don't...
And I
wasn't
aggro.
feared though.
I don't know why I thought Karn sounded like Carrots for a second.
I was like, hold on, I wasn't feared.
I mean, I'm the one with Ophi outside my window. I should be afeared all the time.
Right? Alrighty, so we'll do our break real quick and then we will explain how we want this for Heroic and practice it on normal.
I'll take things not to do on a first date for $400, Alex. And the answer is...
Bring up
something
your massive hentai collection.
Yeah. See, yeah.
Oh God, Chandler has tenure. Now we'll never get rid of him. I mean.
Hey, I actually made a bank tune named Yak and Stash because Kofi gave me such an excellent suggestion.
I thought I was the one that said that.
You know, Kofi gets all the credit for your important idea.
So that's why he's stalking me, stealing my ideas.
No, that's also probably unrelated, and you should probably tell someone.
I mean, I figured he's also here for the underwear. I don't know why, but...
He's just watering your garden.
No.
That's the worst euphemism ever.
Oh my god.
And Kim, in relation to your comment about bringing a hentai collection, I've been to anime conventions. I would not be surprised if someone did that there. I really...
Yeah, fair enough.
There are some greasy, gross guys that go to those.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. Send your email to him at your own risk.
It's true. Kim and Matt are both aware. Chris actually was like, oh yeah, do your worst.
Oh.
And I sent like, I don't know, a dozen emails, and then him and his wife had to have a series of long talks.
I feel like I want to make a separate email account just so you can just send anything you want to it and just see what happens. Better idea. Myro, do you go to church?
Myro,
if so,
are you there?
can we have your priest's email address?
4, 3, 2, 1.
We should let you put the enchant illusion on artifact.
I still feel like it should, like, having unlocked an artifact should unlock the transmog for just that character. Right? That character got it. They should get to have the transmog.
Maybe the challenge appearances. Like,
you can transmog your artifacts.
No, I know.
No, like artifacts. Not here, have these things.
You mean legendaries?
Yeah, that's the one. Same crap, different pile.
Alright. Break time's over. Everybody should be back. So,
I'll already check to make sure.
Yeah, if anybody is still AFK, they are in for a fun time, because it's skilled.
Oh, I thought we were just going to give Ovi their address.
Alright, so this is actually how we're going to do this.
Here we go.
You're all going to be graded, and results are going to determine exactly where you placed in the Hunger Games. No, so seriously though, if you are familiar with this platform, because we've wiped on this a fuckload on Heroic, so let's pay attention. You will note that there's a skull on the little chevron, which is a little triangle-y spot thing right there, just to our immediate left. That's where we put it pretty much all the time. It doesn't matter which platform we come down, it's always to the left of wherever we're standing. All right? And then if you go clockwise around this platform, there are 4 of those little chevrons. The next one clockwise from the skull has an X on it. And then there are 2 chevrons without marks. What I want us to work on today, that's not true. What I require us to master today is identifying where the hexers come. They always come in pairs, and they're always in 2 of those little chevrons. They could be at skull and X. They could be at neither skull or X and on the 2 unmarked ones. No, I do not intend to start marking all of them. I don't think that's entirely necessary. Look at skull, clockwise around the platform. That's the order we kill them in. All the time, every time. So if one appears at skull, every single person in this raid should know, healers, tanks, everybody should know, skull is getting killed first. Don't bother CCing it. It's not going to matter. We are going to just murder that fucker. The one that is not at skull is going to get CC'd. Unless there's one, you know, not at X. And then that one's going to get CC'd. Go around the room. So for everybody right now, everybody can see where Ono is right now? Ono has the little star on his head. He's jumping up and down. That one, if there's ever a hexer appearing where Ono is always getting CC'd. It's nice, simple, reliable. Now, I like frost traps. Frost traps are effective. 30-second cooldown. All hunters get it. It's reliable. Hunters being ranged gives them a lot of mobility, and one of the things that I would like to take the time to point out, I'm going to move some marks around. Okay, so just don't be surprised. Okay. So, if a hexer is going to appear at moon, all right, you can see a little bloody little effigy of them as they're about to phase in. Okay. Don't throw your frost trap right at the square. Okay, don't throw that, because as soon as the hexer appears, odds are they're going to aggro on somebody in the raid immediately, and because they're already in combat, and the person they're going to aggro on is probably the healer who just threw the largest heal. That's how this works. If the healer who just threw the largest heal is not in range, they're going to move forward. And they're going to keep moving forward until that person is in range or somebody else takes top threat. So if you threw your trap back at Moon, they're going to walk right past it, and they're going to be free casting. My recommendation for throwing your trap is just in front of that spot. Okay? It's a really safe method to ensure that your trap lands and they didn't walk past it. Just again, my 2 cents as a longtime hunter. Hexers cannot free cast on heroic. So, like Kim, you're on poly duty. Yep. And for example, let's say Kim is dead due to circumstances. Then it's on people like Beefy to go over there and hex that little fucker or something like that. Or Rosie to go over there and, I still don't know what it's called when demon hunters trap people, but whatever. We cannot have a free casting hexer. Thank you, imprisoned, good call. But they fuck murder the person with the lowest health, and as you can see, they just killed carrots. So that's why we can't have them free casting. When we have the crushers out, and this is something else I really kind of demand that we master on normal today, just so we can apply it to heroic. Jad has our crushers. She's on crusher duty. They have a little slap fight. Jad wins. Repeat. But that crusher he does a thing called a thrumming pulse, and it massively buffs everybody in that big ring. As you may remember, on heroic, when that big ring happens in the middle of the room, we wipe shortly thereafter. See? So that's terrible. That's why she drags that crusher to the edge of the room. Now, one thing of important notice here that I feel is worth mentioning. Jad has a system that she uses to determine where she doesn't just drag that crusher to a random spot around the room. She has a distinct location that she drags that crusher to, so that you can plan accordingly. That crusher has a frontal cleave, and I know for like Arosi and Darth and people like that right there, you probably notice that cleave when sometimes you're like, wait, I'm dead. It's because of the cleave. And most of the time, when he's in the middle of the room, or she's in the middle of the room, that crusher, you're behind her, and yeah, see, it's a brutal hit. And if anything else is happening, it's death. But most of the time, you guys aren't in front of that crusher. Jad has it faced away. You're wailing the fuck out of it. Good deal. But when she drags that crusher out of the raid, it's still cool. You're not in front of it. But when she drags the crusher back to the raid, it's facing toward the middle of the room. And if it does that cleave, you got to be really aware and not in front of it. And we can't have anybody not named Jad getting hit by that cleave. Those are two of the most important things that I would like to address. And one final little note, and I know if you watch the videos or you read the guides or whatever, they're like, oh no, if one of the little hexers spawns a blood, you got to focus the blood. Fuck that. That's backwards, back-ended thinking. Ideally, you don't let the hexer spawn blood, and then you don't have to focus it. And the way you avoid letting it spawn blood is you understand how they work. Every single time one of those hexers gets to 100 energy, you can tell the hexer because they have a little skull on their head out there. When that energy bar gets to 100, they're able to cast Congeal Blood. Stun that shit. Rooting them doesn't stop it. Stun. Like a hard CC, like you can Frost Trap and interrupt their cast. It's not going to last. They're going to get broken right away, but it did stop the cast. I see Myro frequently out there doing the little kidney shot. I see, what the fuck is it, Arosi doing that Demon Hunter little AoE stun thing right there. I see all kinds of people doing it, and I appreciate that so much. But if you prevent them from casting it, we never have to worry about the little congealed blood. Okay? So, this is going to be our Iskar, and I'm not even going to apologize for this, because this is intended to help avoid frustration in the future. Mine, mostly. But, so to that end, I don't really want a whole lot of DPS on Zul. I mean, I'm telling you guys this in advance. I'm anticipating and kind of hoping and expecting us to hit Enrage on this boss, on this pull. We are not pushing for phase 2. We are doing ad management. We are doing dispels. We are doing the things to master the mechanic. Okay. I want to see one of our hexers getting like CC'd. I want to see the other one getting fuck murdered. I want to see the Crusher getting dragged out and getting dragged back in. I want to see all of this shit flowing like smooth clockwork, tick, tick, tick. And once we have all this shit fucking down, yeah, then we'll go to fucking Heroic, we'll Vantis rune it up, and we'll Crown Punch this fucker. But I'm tired of wasting my time. I know I'm tired of wasting some of your guys' time too. So, focus up. You guys know the drill. If you have a buff, throw your fucking buff. I don't care if we are feasted. I don't care if you have a flask on at this point, because it's not about DPS so much. It's about doing the mechanics. So, that being said, please remember, if you are a hunter, misdirect incoming crushers to Jad, and then I don't care if you stop attacking for 3 seconds, just so you don't muddy up the threat, and then go back to wailing on whatever you're wailing on. But crushers have to go to Jad. Let's do this shit, yo.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come, fools! I've already seen your end.
So once all the ads are dead, just stand there. Don't attack Zul.
Can I attack Zul? Because that's where my healing comes from.
I guess.
Alright.
No, you're
Remember, if you're attacking Zul, you're doing it wrong.
I was like, I can't not attack. I have to heal.
Not you, Maddie, but I can see somebody.
I know Craggy was just auto-attacking.
It might just be my minion.
Yeah, and I gotta cast armed shot, otherwise I don't get my stacks.
Gonna pull skull.
Good job.
Okay, everybody saw how that worked on that other hexer, right? That dude is trapped as fuck.
There's 2 traps on it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that's exactly how that has to happen on Heroic. Alright?
Pull 9.
Now you'll notice that hexer has full fucking energy. As soon as it gets pulled, like here's what he does. He breaks the CC, he waits for it to start casting Congeal Blood, he yoinks it to interrupt the cast. Now we wail on that motherfucker and kill it. And if we can't kill it within like 5 seconds, we gotta stun it again, because it's gonna try casting again. See, there's a Congeal Blood cast, and it's dead. Problem solved. Jad dragged the Crusher out. It's gonna do its big pulse thing right there. If you're ranged, you can stay on it, whatever, but it did its rage, and now she's gonna drag it back in. If you're melee, you have to be aware where that Crusher's facing. Give it a wide berth. Cleave, chop, now fuck it up.
Good job.
Oh look, we have hexers. And you'll notice they didn't, yep, still have 1 free casting. There we go. That's the kind of things we have to avoid. Fuck this one up. Run the explosion out to the edge of the room. Alright, as soon as he pulls it in, fuck it up. Hexer, 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 hexer. Priority over everything else.
If you need a tome for the longer death grip,
Oh, I got it on.
We got Hexers coming up. So get ready to CC them. Okay, I just want to point out the fact that we have like 3 frost traps over there waiting for 1 Hexer. That makes my cold little black heart so happy right now.
Can put it in 12.
That Crusher was all about Chandler for a second. Like, I see Jad where she's supposed to be.
And we got another set of Hexers coming out. Don't be in front of that Crusher. Here comes that Cleave. Good job, Hots. Edge of the platform. Fuck up that Hexer, folks.
Pulling it in 10.
Just like that. Back on the Crusher. It's gonna get dragged out in a second. There goes Jad. Get the explosion at the edge of the room. Hots, I swear, man, you are being picked on, man.
Let's go.
And hey, if you're a hunter right now, I'm really happy with you. That all those traps over there, that's exactly how that needs to happen on Heroic. Like, we have 1 ad in the entire encounter that has to be CC'd. So not having it free cast is amazing.
Pulling in pop.
Well, yeah, and Hunter makes it nice because you can place your CC ahead of time.
Right.
Yeah, so having 2 or 3 of them means you've got, like, redundancy safety, man. Next Hexers are coming.
Pulling 1 near dime. Never mind.
Yeah, Skull's always first. That's why they threw it over there.
Yeah, I glanced. It wasn't there for that.
All good.
Yeah, the trick to getting these things down is it's not to it's to learn to predict exactly how this is going to work, because it is very choreographed.
Pulling in 5.
Like, for example, right now, they misdirected and they put that debuff on Kim instead of on Hots this time. Now, because we do seem to have this down real well, there are Hexers coming out again, by the way. Traps. But because this is how this fight is supposed to work, like, this is very well choreographed right here. This is how Heroic should go. There are only 2 differences between this and Heroic. The explosions affect 2 people instead of 1.
So Hots gets it twice, right?
Yeah, Hots is gonna be fucked. But as long as we stay on our targets, as long as we watch our timers, as long as we kill the proper targets, Heroic should go down. 2 explosions instead of 1. That's fine. It just means 2 people running instead of 1 person. Every single person in this raid should know what to do if they get the debuff, so it shouldn't matter if it's just 1 person or 6 people. And as long as we manage our hexers, this fight is so much more trivial. Like, we have hexers coming in again right now. Trap, trap, trap.
Pulling in 10.
Hey Jad, how big is that frontal cone? Will it craggy right behind you or no?
No, I don't think it's quite that big.
I just wanted to double check so we know for Heroic.
I think it's like a 5-yard cleave or something like that.
Okay.
Pulling gun.
It's like 10 or 15 actually, but it's not. I mean, I'm saying like 10 or 15 yards across, like from side to side, and it's only like 8 yard in front, which is like 700 or something like that.
So good job, we hit and rage. Wipe it up, we'll come kill this bitch.
Oh, that's in rage.
Yeah. I'm like, why are we dying?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is happening?
No, see, that is exactly the way it should work. Like, when we're doing any boss, the first notice you have that something is wrong should be you going, wait, why am I dead? Not because, oh man, I fucked up, or oh, why aren't the tanks holding threat, or man, why didn't I get heals? It's, oh, enrage happened. Please remember, you can't just run forward and jump off the edge. You can get your nice little free ride.
Alright, let's kill us a Zool.
I'm gonna drop a cauldron, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Cauldron's down, guys. Everybody take one, drink it, and take another, unless you already have. Jag goes DPS for the different buff from the class, and then she swaps back to tank.
Yeah, otherwise she gets stamina instead of strength.
That's why Chandler does it sometimes too if he wants agility over the stam.
They finally fixed it, so if you have an agility one, it will re-up what you have rather than what you're spec.
Oh, it doesn't change it? That's awesome.
But that means you have to have one still on you, so.
Well, it's good to know that they're addressing some of these little issues. Now, if they could just bring back tier, I'll be much happier.
And maybe getting an appropriate weapon for the spec you're fucking in instead of a goddamn hole. Or a staff in Ono's case.
Yeah.
Hey. In all fairness, I hear some hunters prefer staffs. And most of the time we call those hunters bad.
Yeah, I got this the next time I did it.
Alright, so I want to make this real clear, because we've had this issue before, like back with the Nathendra and Legion and shit like that, right? Just because we are going to be DPSing Zool this time, if we end up with free casting ads, or people die into the cleave, or any of the other assorted bad things, that means that people need to put their e-penises back inside wherever they keep them. Go put it in the other room, and then come do mechanics. So, don't fuck this up. Do what you just did, but now we can kill the boss, okay?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come fool! I've already seen your end.
Get ready for Hexers. Y'all know that Skull's getting pulled first. X is next, so if they appear there, you know what to do.
Hexers in 5.
Pulling Skull. Pulling the other in 5.
Next Hexers are coming up.
Pulling X. Pulling in 50. They always come in the same sequence. Don't go around the room the same order.
No, it's random which two they show up in. It just happens to be going kind of in order. Kim, did you take steroids today?
Why would I?
You are like totally top DPS.
Oh,
Fucking rocking it.
yeah.
Like, really? Like top
violent
DPS.
bits. Yeah. Kim took his roid.
45%.
Pulling the one closest to X.
41%, 40%. Here we go, third phase.
Finish that hexers.
Lost it. Lost it. Adds.
Yep,
Boss will
finish those
die
hexers.
on his own, but hexers have to die.
Good job blinding that, Myro.
If you got a Krug on your face, get toward the middle of the platform. Remember, you are going to get feared. Please don't dispel. Don't dispel the people who are getting feared till they're closer to the edge. Please make sure to dispel those people, though. Excellent job on the mass dispel, by the way.
Greg, you want to move? The blood pool's getting deep.
Oh god, you healers are fucking on point. So gorgeous. Remember folks, when you get feared, you will move toward the nearest edge of this platform. Like geographically. If you are nearer to the red shit than you are to the other side of the room, you're gonna get feared into the red shit. Oh my god.
Dark.
Did everybody else hear Ophi laughing?
Nope.
I know Ophi did it on purpose.
I was gonna say, is that a bad thing that I had you targeted and I was ready to purify and then I saw your name and I was like, hell.
Ooh,
And
now I can tame.
Ooh, oh no. Oh, all of you.
Yeah, they hot fixed it so every hunter gets it.
Gets what? Oh, nice.
It's incoming, Dark.
You guys have the cutest pillow talk, I just gotta say.
Are we continuing on normal or going on and trying that on heroic?
That depends. Do you guys want to finish it off or do you want to swap now? I'm down for whichever.
How far are we from Cahoon?
2 bosses. We can do it quick.
Yeah, because we're not doing a teaching thing so much on them. It's just a fucking slam bam fuck them up kind of shit.
I haven't done Cahoon yet, but I won't be up real late, so I mean I'll do whatever you guys want to do.
We can we can down these real fast.
Well, do you guys want to be able to pull a mother tonight? Because it's 30 minutes.
You mean Soul Heroic, right?
I'm sorry, what did I say?
You
Sorry,
said
I'm sorry.
mother.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You got 30 minutes before you gotta go?
No. Isn't it 8 o'clock?
It's 8:30.
Oh, okay.
Well, 9:30 server, so. It's
You know
8:30
what?
my time.
You know what? How about this? Fuck it. Yeah, we're gonna go kill Mithrax and Gahun. Okay? If you guys would be kind enough, before we drop down, can we get one more summoning stone real quick? You know what? Never fucking mind. Screw it. Screw it. Screw it. Screw it. Fuck the little summoning stone.
We have a stone down here on the lower platform.
Cool, you can summon me down from the top platform. Alright, so, for Mithrax, please do exactly what I'm telling you right now. Don't clump the fuck up. That's the biggest thing right there. If you clump up, multiple people get mind controlled. Also, please do not put your ass to the back wall ever, because if you get mind controlled, it's very difficult to knock you out of those things. Ads always over the boss, and that about completes our instructions. So, Pikachu, you know how to do this shit, right?
Sure.
All right, we're good to go. And remember,
I'm sorry.
if you die, please remember, always, always blame the raid leader who gave you instructions. That person's name is Darth.
Okay, I feel comfortable blaming him.
I hear a voice that I don't recognize.
That is KO in the raid. She is a friend of Darth's.
She's a prospective, like we're taking her for. Oh God, I almost said we're taking her for a test. Anyway,
we're trying to impress her. We're doing a
I
fine
think it's
job.
more about me impressing you guys.
we have a kind of a low bar. All right, so
I mean, we haven't driven you running screaming yet, so.
No, but it sounds super serious. And I'm like coming in here like my first time.
Hasn't heard any of my jokes yet.
5, 4.
All right, y'all. Into the pit. Go, 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 go.
So what you're saying is we're your first?
Move out of the way of the giant
Yep,
death
so
beam.
these big orbs will get you.
I need bonking, please.
Yeah, somebody please go bonk Beefy.
That just sounds wrong.
No, that's actually a perfect segue.
Opposite
into...
side of the room, guys, just like on the other one.
Yep. Separate. It's a perfect segue into how can we get Mr. Beefy back into raiding.
And you see those little green orbs floating around? Those will clear some of your stacks. Bonk, Ophi.
Not back into the orb.
Okay, get ready for rad phase. Brad.
Don't clump up yet.
Yep,
Do not
Chandler's
clump up
first.
yet.
Only Myro, Jad, and me should be on this side of the room. It's been a while since we've had a really good fisty beam. Oh, I thought she said she was pressing charges.
Probably.
Alright, fuck up all the ads. Ads. While at the same time doing everything we did in phase 1.
Watch the beam.
Cindy, if you can hear me, go run through little green balls for a minute, because you've got like 20 stacks of that debuff.
Rosie, you need to run through some balls.
Just the way he said it, because he like hesitated to go around through some balls.
thank you for not making me ask to be bonked.
I noticed you right away, and now I know what to do.
Bonk, Craggy.
Oh, that's what you guys mean by bomb. Okay, I got it now. So you shoot people out of the sphere, is that how you...
Yeah. So you're basically mind controlled and stuck there until someone damages you, which kind of knocks you back.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't hip to that new millennial texting stuff.
Not gonna lie, I was AFK for the first 90% of this fight.
If you got stuff underneath your feet, you got to get to the edge of the room, or you're gonna blow up all your friends. And Ophi.
Hit the button, Kim.
You ready for next phase? Yes.
I figured that's what just Kim did. She just hung out and waited to press the button.
Keep it spread.
Spread for pound.
Stop.
I just bonked you so hard you aren't stuck.
Here comes Twisty.
I still want that as my rig. But these are the text mode.
Twisty.
Alright, y'all know the drill. Fuck up all these little bad copies of us. If you have more than 12 stacks, you need to go get balls all over your face.
Take a few to the chin, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, not a few, a pair. If there's a few, there's another term for that.
Well, and one would think it would always be an even amount.
Someone bonk Craigmore. Thank you. Ooh, I like it.
Oh, he likes the bonk.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Remember, if you get the shit under your feet, side of the room, and basically it's just to finish off the boss and stop standing in the bad beam death thing.
I think wrong that I tried to time OPG knocking.
Oh, I'm bonking people now. I like that. I like bonking better than being bonked.
You guys all just heard Craigie say that. I just want to make that clear.
Oh, yeah.
It's recorded.
So he wants to be on top. Got it.
Yay.
Good job.
Alright, so once you loot the boss, make your way into this icky tunnel, whatever type thing right there. And you kind of bob and weave through all the icky little strand thingies, DPS the little pustule cyst things right there to get your way through. And then when you drop down, please don't go up to the ramps on either side. And congrats on the bonus loot butter knife there.
And if you want that DPS
I do.
I wanted it for heals.
Damn.
Wow, she really wants it. You should give it to her.
So which hide gets the lock love?
That was for op spec though, not for main spec.
Okay, it's up to me. I would recommend strongly, if we only have one warlock, which we do, I would recommend putting it to our left-hand side. The reason being is the orbs are going to come left, right, left, left, right, left, and that way we can use the lock gate multiple times on the left-hand side. Yes, Ophi, Ono, and Kim, the three of you guys are on the right-hand ramp. You guys are a team. You guys know your shit. Okay?
Anybody want that ring?
Actually, I could take that.
Just remember, do not DPS any of the assists or it will start the encounter, so just be mindful, folks.
It has leech on it. It's going to replace the one I'm wearing.
So what happens up these left and right ramps?
Alright.
Nothing you have to worry about.
Okay. I would... kind of fun to learn, though.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yak's gonna make you do it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you just volunteered. That's how that works. So, Kim, your team over there stays your team. You guys are all dedicated. You guys are on your shit. Do your jobs. Craigie. All right, you get to come over here to this ramp with me. Okay, don't attack. No, other way. Way over here. I'm the tiny little hot person jumping over here. All right. And who else am I gonna draft?
Hey, Kiss.
Yes.
You down here?
All right. So yeah, and Beefy, come on up here. You get to be on the ramp team over here. All right. So, here's how this fight works. If you are not on a ramp team, basically you get to fuck up the big guy called a Dark Young. He's the little, whatever, pustulant looking thing in the middle of the room right there. And here's how this works. Just wail on him. He's a tank and spank. Periodically, he casts a ability that makes a red ring around his feet. If you stand in that red ring, you do massive extra damage, massive extra heals. It's amazing. If you stand in that ring twice in a row, you wipe the raid. So don't do that. I've been told that it's a purple thing around him, not reddish. So anyway, to differentiate, yes. Now, those little eye stalk things, killing them is handy and neat and fun. And if you got nothing better to do, fuck up the little eye stalks. Of much more importance, though, interrupt the eye stalks. But don't interrupt them the second they start casting, because here's how they work. They cast a beam and it goes 1 damage, 2 damage, 4 damage, 8 damage, 16 damage, 32 damage, death. Interrupt them when they're halfway through their cast, and then they start casting over and over and over again, but you prevent them from doing max damage. You didn't waste your debuff. Now, for the ramp teams, Kim, your team, you know what you're doing, don't sweat it. Craigie, here's how this works. Don't do it yet, but on the ramp over there where you are, you can go all the way up to the top of the ramp, just don't go on the icky discolored ground, okay? What's going to happen there, Craigie, is right here on the center of this little platform, a little glowing orb is going to appear, and you, me, and Beefy get to play basically rugby or whatnot. We get to carry that little orb, and we get to run through all this icky bad shit, the gray stuff on the ground. Okay, there's a warlock gate for us to use that'll help us skip a bunch of it, and then we run forward, run forward, run forward. The longer you hold the orb, the slower you go. So you can hold it for about like 4 or 5 seconds. At the end of that 4 or 5 seconds, you need to throw it, and you get to target somewhere on the ground. You want to obviously target further up the ramp, but you need to make sure to say something like, I'm about to throw it, so that the other people on your team know that, because we have to look for a little ground effect, okay? And then we take it all the way up the ramp. Once we get to the top of the ramp, there's a little button up there, and the person holding the orb clicks on the button, and it does really cool stuff. And then we drop down. You'll see me and Beefy do it. Just follow us down, and then we do it again. Our team, Craigie, we're going to go first. So when the fight starts, about 10 seconds in, we're going to start running our orb.
Okay, so a couple questions.
Yep.
For me to grab the orb, I just run and touch it, right?
You have to actually click on it.
It's like a gear symbol.
Okay, it has a gear symbol.
All right, so you click on it, and then to throw it, I just put the little green marker out toward the ramp and click on that.
Yes, you will have when you have the orb, it creates a little button in the center of your screen called Throw Orb.
Oh, it's action. Okay, got it.
Yes.
I'm there.
Now, because you're a hunter up here, obviously, you can use Aspect of the Cheetah and fucking fly. Once you have that orb, you can just zoom, zoom, zoom. Like you could grab the orb, run to the Warlock Gate, use the Warlock Gate, then use Aspect of the Cheetah, and you can cover a lot of distance. That's really awesome. Cool. Also, because you're a hunter, all those little red things, don't shoot them now, but those little red cysts, as they get DPS, that little gray shit around them recedes, and it gives you a path to clear. So as a hunter, you can barrage the shit out of that pathway, and it clears the whole thing for everybody else to run up. Okay?
Okay. Need to change talent real quick, but I got it.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know, this is one of those times where barrage is a hunter's best friend. All right? That being said, once Team A, over here on the left, we do our orb, Kim's team does her orb, we do our orb again, then we all drop down, there's a giant light beam, it kills all the fucking ads, it's great. Then phase 2 is going to happen. And that's when the big angry butthole over there is going to come out of the wall and go rawr. And we get to wail on the big angry butthole. The teams are still the same. So Craigie, we're going to be on our side up here again. We're going to run an orb. Then Kim's team's going to run an orb. Then we're going to run a second orb. And then we'll be in the last phase, where we all drop down and happily, merrily kill the boss. Two things of note for killing the boss. Number 1, there's a giant red ring that appears in phase 2. It appears around a player. It's always around a player who's on the bottom platform in the middle area. That person becomes rooted, they cannot move, and every other person who can get to that red ring needs to. There's a stacking debuff in this encounter that will kill you if you don't go stacking that red ring periodically. Once it gets to like 5 stacks or whatever, you're probably dead. This will spawn an additional ad. We kill that ad. Okay? Like, make that clear. That ad has to die before you tunnel the boss. Once the ad is dead, tunnel the fuck out of the boss. When the boss gets down a low amount of life, he gets really pissed off, he breaks the ceiling of the room, and he takes like no damage, and there's rock falls from the ceiling, don't stand in the rock falls, and the absolute last thing I'm going to tell you is, when Kiss says to look away, it's because the boss pulled down his pants, and you don't want to see that. Turn your camera away from the boss, or get feared for, like, I don't know, the rest of your life.
So it's like Star Armor. You have to turn away at certain times, so you don't get feared.
Okay. That being said, once Kim says she's ready, it's on tanks. And remember, it's going to be our team here first, Craigie. Okay.
There we go.
I'm ready.
4,
3,
2, 1.
Okay, that orb is back there. Do I need to go get it now?
Yep, go click it. Go click it and then run to the Warlock Gate and click on the Warlock Gate. And if you're rooted, I'll get ready to throw it.
Throw it as far as
Yep. Yep, you threw it to me. I'm cruising. I'm getting slower. I'm going to throw it to Beefy in a second. There you go, Beef.
Can you make it to the door?
Nope, right there.
We want to roast you up?
Yes. Going in.
All right. So, Kim, your team's up. Craigie, we all drop down. So we can be back in the range of heals. So we actually, while we're down here, we help kill some of the ads, DPS some stuff, interrupt some stuff, pew 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 pew. Kim's team is currently on their shit over there. They are fucking almost done.
Come closer. I'm starting it.
It's in.
Alright, Craigie.
That's what she said.
I'm ready.
And we're back up here. If you got a self heal, you need to use it, or I need to use it, but get ready, grab the orb, head over to the Warlock Gate, and cruise on up.
Okay, it won't let me click.
I've got.
Yeah, it won't let me click.
Oh fuck, man, I forgot. God damn it! It's a 2-minute debuff on that. Hey, guess what? We need somebody over here on the second ramp right there who can go grab the thing.
I'm going up.
I apologize. I apologize. I forgot the 2-minute debuff.
Been doing it too much on LFR, huh?
Fuck, man, I haven't touched LFR. Goddamn poison.
But can I can't pick it up at all?
Yeah, you can't touch it again for like another 20 some odd or 30 seconds or something like that.
No, I see it now. Thank you.
Throw it, Cindy. Throw it, throw it, throw it.
Ophi and Ona, you want to come back up here?
Cindy, throw it. There you go. Alright, you guys get, Kim, your team has to do it again if you can.
We're up here. We're ready.
Can I have a feather? No, I can't click it.
Alright, go ahead, tanks, drag it up. Drag the boss up to, or drag something up to the ramp or something like that. We need to reset it. Boss is not yet, is he? Damn it.
I'm not sure what happens if the big guys come out there.
That's okay, we get do-overs. I apologize, I totally spaced about the debuff. Alright, well, we get to do over, and now Craigie knows how to do that shit, so learning is good.
You disengage.
So on the second one, Craigie should clear the cysts, and Yak should be the one taking the gate, because he won't have the debuff.
Do you want, like, Kim, Onos, and I to do 2, since we don't have a gate to worry about? Then we don't have a cooldown?
Still have a cooldown for touching the orb, though.
Yeah, it's not the gate cooldown, it's if you touch the orb, your team can't do the orb again for like 2 minutes. So we can basically do that with like a third group would make it really super easy, because then we don't have to worry about any debuffs.
Put Cindy with Craigie, and you and I can do the other one. So Cindy, you're on team 1 with Beefy and Craigie. And then you don't have to go back up for a second set. Yak and I will do that last one.
Kim, your team, just keep doing what your team does.
Well, if I take it, and Ophi takes it after me, we've got the debuff, so Ona won't have to pick it.
No, you guys will be clear by the time next time it comes up, because we have to do the whole light beam phase and all that other shit. You guys are fine. Just like I said, you guys do your thing. You know your shit.
Don't forget your second flask, guys.
We don't have any gates up on the left ramp.
Yeah, Warlock gate's not up there yet. So, Mr. Carr, if you could come toss the gate back up over here. And ideally, if you want to throw the gate, like, right from where the orb spawns, so they can just take that thing right out, literally right out the gate.
Very funny.
I'm dropping the Jeeves.
Just remember, there's a 2-minute debuff before you can use my hole again.
Does it burn?
Does it feel
Only
like
for
more
you.
than three fingers?
Yeah, again, ideally, if Craigie, if you want to grab it first, and I mean this, if you want to grab it first, you take the Warlock gate, and then you run as far as you can, okay? And then you have to say, I'm about to throw it, and then before you... Cindy's going to be the one you're throwing it to. Then Cindy's going to take it, charge to the next little cyst up there, and then she can heroic leap, and then she can aim to put herself right by the little deposit spot. It's fucking awesome. All right? Yep, yeah, exactly like that, Craig. You just be like, I'm about to throw it. I'm tossing it. Don't say what I just said. Don't do that.
Because that'll screw up the spell. Sure.
All right. So, on tanks.
Hey. Pre-pot.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're about to throw.
How are you guys doing?
It just spawned as you were going over there.
All right, Craigie, you and Beefy head on down.
Can't move over. Nope.
I got it. I can't reach.
Oh no. Nope.
We dropped it.
Yep.
Darth, you want to do the fourth one with Jed can pick up the...
Got it.
Okay, Darth, come back here so I can toss it to you.
You need closer or further?
Come closer to me. Come a little closer. 10 feet.
Alright, send.
3, 2, 1.
everyone should get to the center here. There will be a light show. Wait a second. Did we not get the...
Yeah, apparently we missed 2 of them is what it's looking like to me. We only have 2 out of 3.
Beefy and Cindy did the first one, right?
I never saw it go in, but Yak said to jump down, so I figured somebody else must have seen it happen. I was just clearing the way ahead. I heard Craggy say he was throwing it.
That's fine. No, again, it just takes refining, folks. This is the first time a couple folks have seen the fight that clearly. Learning is a handy thing. And to be brutally honest, on Heroic, it's a 5-minute debuff before you can grab the orb again. So almost everyone is going to have to be participatory on a orb team. So it's important to get it down.
So on the second time on the left ramp, someone grabbed it the second time properly, but I didn't see it advanced, and I was 3/4 down the ramp killing the shit on the ground. So I don't think we made it that time.
Well, keep in mind, you guys will know when we get it right, because the room's going to be a super fancy light show. Don't sweat it, Cindy. We'll just be on point. Okay. So Beefy, before you drop down, make sure that Cindy's close enough to click on the orb repository, because if not, she may have to throw it to you. Right to deposit it. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't give any kind of announce. It just disappears if somebody misses a throw. This is why communication is handy, important. Don't sweat it. Like so when you heard, like, you know, Chandler. Go ahead.
When you catch the throw, you have to be in the ground effect. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. I definitely was not in the ground effect on the second time we tried it.
That's probably what happened. Don't sweat. And again, learning. This is why we do what the fuck we do. It's all good.
Okay, I'm about to throw it.
I have to throw it. Can somebody get by the door? Cindy, can you get up by the door? I can't throw it to Craggy because he's got a debuff.
Yeah, it doesn't have the debuff yet. You should be able to still grab it.
Didn't he have it first?
Yeah, but no, it's the whole time you're on the ramp. Your team, yeah, your team can throw it to each other like crazy.
Okay, it's in there.
Yep, it is. Kim, your team's up.
Okay, so it's team, not just a person.
Sorry, I thought you got the debuff as soon as you had it.
No, I thought so too. I thought that was right.
I can't move anymore, Ophi. There we are.
It's in.
You need me and Chandler up on the board?
I think Kiss and Yak have it.
Yeah, we do. Here we go.
That's the win when you do it right, folks. Everything in the room takes a shitload of damage. You take a little bit of damage. Group up for heals in the beam of light. Fuck up all the ads. They burn. And now, like Craggy, your team's debuff should be gone. So you guys are going to be on point.
20,
Like you're
20, like 25 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So head back up there.
Yep. Get ready to head up there. Here comes the evil icky boss. So if you're down low, yeah, DPS the boss, man. This is like free DPS on.
Okay, I got the orb. Getting ready to throw the orb. Throwing orb.
Blood feast incoming.
That's the red ring I was talking about, so everybody. If you're down low, get into that red ring.
Can you throw it, Cindy? We're in.
Excellent.
Yep, Kim, your team's up. If you're down low, fuck up that out of the skull on him, please. Big time.
Darth, get Cindy up down there.
I can't move over here.
Blood feast incoming.
Yep, if you're down low, you want to get in the red ring that's about to appear.
It's in.
Blood feast incoming.
Got it. Last one.
Alright, everybody inside. Lust. Fuck that boss up. Like, seriously, kitchen sink this bitch. Really jam it in there.
Try not to be in blighted ground if you can help it.
Good job.
Okay, boss is almost immune right now. Just basically stay the fuck away from if there's giant rocks falling from the ceiling. You can tell because there's giant rocks falling from the ceiling.
Use defensive if we got him.
Alright, and he's done being immune. Fuck this clown up. Like, I want to see some honking, man.
Honk honk.
That's my man.
Gaze incoming.
Get ready to look away, man.
Everybody look away.
1.
Alright, turn back.
Gaze incoming.
Turn around. Okay.
All stones if you got them.
Yep, these stacks are starting to hurt, so give it everything you.
Gaze incoming.
Alright, so, Grats. Sanguicel. Alright, so, just a couple of tips here real quick. Craigie, hey, shout out, thanks for volunteering to learn that right there. That's how it's done. For everybody, like Kim, your whole team, you guys are just fucking awesome. Thank you for being coordinated and knowing your shit. And Darth and Chandler, I appreciate you guys stepping up, fill in the gap that one, even though it didn't really work because we also failed earlier. Cindy, I know it's harder without a mic. Excellent job on the charging and leaping. That's good, folks. That is the exact same fight on Heroic, except we need everybody in the raid to be doing ramps because it's a 5-minute debuff instead of 2. That being said, I know we're losing a couple of folks right here, so I think we are going to end up calling it here tonight. But I do have a couple of things I want to throw out. So please don't scatter out of channel yet. Kim does have a portal up, so on her behalf.
Portal roulette.
Oh.
Good luck on where you get to go.
Remember, this is why we have gliders. So.
Ooh, I ended up in Nord.
So, real quick here. New raid's going to be coming out in a couple of weeks. And we're going to be going over a couple of things again, like refreshers as to, hey, this is how we want our shit to work. Like, again, show up on time. And be outside the instance if you're just getting home at raid time, or in my case, just waking up at raid time. Try to park your tune right outside the new raid in advance, so we don't have to depend on Karn to summon you. It's nice. It's a convenience, but it shouldn't have to be relied on. If you can be consistent attendant, please show up. We get so much more shit done when people are consistent, and I am saying this right here based off of, because I know this comes up. People are like, oh man, I don't want to raid tonight. And I'm like, here's how this works. If we have 30 people who want to raid and 10 of them are like, oh man, I don't want to do it tonight, then we don't get anything fucking done. It's not always about you. It is a group effort, and it stops being a group when everybody prioritizes themselves over that. That being said, if you're having a shit fuck angry day, if you're really fucking pissed off, I mean, if you accidentally zip your dick up in your pants, please don't come to a raid, because you are just going to be taking that on everybody else. Just let us know. Congrats on the people who got loot. And one last thing I was going to comment on, I was going to save this for later, but fuck it, I'll do it now while I got y'all here, prisoners. There's been a lot of discussion about use of the term alt, and as like a disparaging thing, like, oh man, people are on fucking alts. To make this really clear, alt as a pejorative is not helpful, because technically when I swap to my priest, I'm on an alt, and my priest has got like a 375 or whatever item level. It's just I'm on an alternate tune, an alternative tune. It doesn't mean I'm on a shit tune. I do this because I marginal at most of my tunes, and so it doesn't matter what I'm on. But I do it to help the raid. But like, for example, if I was like, hey, I'm gonna go grab my druid, a bunch of y'all don't even know, but yeah, hey, I've got a fucking max level druid, bitches.
Like, for example, we had Darth on his death knight tonight because we needed that death grip. It's not that he's on an alt, it's that he's doing what the raid needs.
And if we have this whole anti-alt mentality, Darth's like, well, I'm not going to swap and get shit on because I'm on a fucking alt. He's doing something for the betterment of the group. Now, on the other hand, if I'm like, hey, guess what? I just hit 120 on my rogue, bitches. I'm going to come in here because if my rogue gets a dagger, he can hand it to me. And they're like, hey, Heck, what's your item level? I'm like, I don't know, like 8 or something like that. I should know better than to inflict my shit fucking geared self, freshly 120, can't even do LFR, on my guildmates. It's not your guys' job to carry. Well, that's not. I'm a bad example. It is your guys' job to carry me. It's not your job to carry fresh alts. Okay. Be mindful of the group you run with. We're all supposed to be friends, with a couple of exceptions. But for the most part, we all get along. And everybody, remember, wave to Helen when you see him. I'm about done talking right here. I will say right here, though, as always, shout out to some of our heavies, some of our anchor people that make all this happen. Jad and Chandler, you guys are massively appreciated. Arosi's like a silent MVP, fuck murdering everything with those I-beams. Kim, just so you know, you can definitely throw some shade at Ouchie. You were pulling just under like 20k DPS, so that was pretty fucking wicked badass. Carrot's good to see you. We need to see you more often. And lastly, Miss Pika Pika.
Well, I hope you guys.
You've pretty much seen what you're in for, so you cannot say that you did not read the employee manual that you weren't handed.
As we're wrapping up the chats.
Yeah, I mean,
Wednesdays and Fridays, right here on the X87 YouTube channel.
Mechanic. Because like this is really my first time seeing
new raid
raids
coming up in
I don't know, 2 or 3 years.
That's gonna be awesome. So thank you guys
I'm
for
told
watching.
that you need to keep talking because we do have a member